Sup guys, it's Beary-Boo, and welcome back to not Let's Play. It's a Let's Play though. I'm just sugarcoating it. Welcome back to BB Plays Ocarina of Time with only 3 hearts. In the last episode, we started... What is happening? Oh man, I never messed that up, and I messed it up on actual internet. In the last episode, we started the series and was my first episode of anything except for the thing that you don't know about. And on this episode, we will be fighting Goma. I mean, spoilers. We won't be fighting anything special, or maybe we will. Okay. How'd you know your secret? Oh man, one of your own people. They defected. It was to save the cause, man. Just like the boss. There's a hole inside my butt. I need to stay afloat. Okay. Oh, I was supposed to fix something in between episodes. Well, that's just it. That's me with a brain fart right there. Okay. Oh my goodness! Oh. Scared me a little bit. I'm sorry, that was so stupid. Hey, Goomba. Hey, texture-eye Goomba. Goompa Palumpa. Sorry. I need to stop saying I'm sorry. Everyone's gonna hate that. Gee. Parasitic armored arachnid Goma! Oh shoot! I shot her! I guess the control was a little late. Okay. Gotcha! Look at her big gross butt. Climbing up the walls! She's climbing in your windows! She's snatching your people up! She's having all her babies! Okay, here we go. Shoot her in the eye. Boom! Shakalaka! Let me tell you something. I remember the first time I ever fought Goma. It was me and my 2 sisters. My older sister's 4 years older than me. I was probably like 5, I guess. So she was 6, 7, 8. She was 8. We were in the living room, and my dad had a job to where he like ripped up newspapers. I don't know what it was. Well, he had this big blue table that he would rip up the newspapers on, and a bunch. I mean, it was just newspapers stacked all over. You know, like those like commercials where they show all like the filing cabinets. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Well, okay. How about this? You know those commercials where they're like, you gotta pack them in. I don't know what those stupid things are called. You like suck the air out of the bags. Well, there's like bags everywhere. Well, that's what it looked like, with newspapers everywhere. Yeah, whatever, you're gonna make me listen anyway. Newspapers. It just smelled like just newspapers in the living room. And I tried to fight Goma, and I couldn't beat her. And I was all upset, and I was like, sister, fight her! And she went in there, and we had like an epic boss fight against her. Ah, youngins. That was pretty easy. I mean, I don't know about you guys. Like, I never even let her have babies. She never even has the chance to have babies. But on that first run, man, babies everywhere. I don't blame us. She was 8. I was 5, but it's just incredibly easy. It goes to show the difference between kids and grown-ups. I'm totally a grown-up. You know? I'm just so mature. They're naked. Jin, the goddess of power. Nehru, the goddess of wisdom. Ferrari. I'm sorry, guys. I know it's probably not Ferrari. Ferrari, the goddess of wisdom. And when we were like kids, we always tried to like make up. We always tried to like really interpret this. We were like, "Look, that's the top of Death Mountain." It's like, no, it's not. What are you talking about? That's just like trying to show power or something. We're always like, oh man, The desert, you know, the desert land. I mean, it is the desert, obvious, but they're trying to use it to show like mud. And with this, we were like, oh, the sky. We were actually right though, because it's obviously the sky. And, you know, when I was little, I could never tell that all those clouds are just pixels that are blurred. And we always thought her job was dumb because we were like, what the heck? She just made like little pixies in the air? Because, you know, we didn't read. You see, it says life farms down there, which obviously means she just brought life. But we didn't read. We never read anything in these games. We would seriously just skip everything. And, yeah. So we just thought that she made little pixies in the air. And that she was practically pointless. I was a little quick with that. Like, DX Story is saying that this game is going at 19 frames per second. I was playing Star Fox, and it was saying it was going at 30 frames, so... You know, I've never been one to, like, complain about frame rate. Like, everyone's always like, 30 frames? I thought it was supposed to be 60 frames. Not buying. But, I'm okay with, 60 frames. I mean, it really looks good when you have 60 frames per second. But there's nothing wrong with 30 frames per second. And even at this, even at 19, you can't tell. The only time I ever really notice when frames start to like bother me is when it's like at 10 frames per second. It's really easy to tell it's choppy. I was like, where is he talking from? Because he's like not moving his mouth. I've never asked this question. Take this stone with you. Okay, I will, Deku. By the way, I call it Deku. If it's supposed to be Deku or Deku, I call it Deku. So, like... Yeah, we're gonna be getting into a lot of the ways I pronounce things. So, you know? If I don't do it the way you want, well, I'm sorry. You know? I'm sorry, you know? I got the thing! The future depends upon thee, Beary-Boo. Thou art courageous. Sounds like someone... No, I'm not gonna say it's stupid. I entreat ye, Navi. Good. Bye. And his leaves start to fall. And his skin moves upward. And he dies. Let's go to Hyrule Castle, Beary-Boo. Goodbye. Great Deku Tree. You guys want to hear something really creepy? For one thing, I just saw Mido and then he disappeared and then reappeared. He's obviously close enough for them to, you know, render him, but whatever. You want to hear something extremely creepy? I'll show you. When we were kids, we didn't want to believe the Deku Tree was dead. Like, none of us cried or anything, but you could tell we secretly really didn't want him to die. Because, like, beforehand, we always would come up to him and be like, hey, Deku Tree. He's like, my roots itch. We would pretend like his roots were itching. He's like, my roots itch. Scratch them. And we'd, like, chop them up like this. We'd be like, there you go, scratching your roots. I know it's really weird, but we would do that. And then after he died, we came back and we were like, no, he's not dead. Look, scratch my roots. But that sounds so creepy. Imagine that. Like, imagine it's a real person. And he'd always be like, my legs itch. And you'd scratch them. You know, let's set aside how weird it would be to scratch someone's legs for them. But then, like, he was dead and you walked into the room and someone was like, you want me to scratch your legs? And they were scratching a dead body's legs. You know how creepy that would be? That's pretty much the same premise of what we did, but with a Deku Tree. It's creepy and it's actually really sad because we were just little young peas, and we just wanted our Deku Tree to be alive. Makes you sad, doesn't it? Unless, you know, unless you just don't like kids. I mean, that's okay. For some reason, he stopped blocking you when you kill the Deku Tree. I don't know why. Oh, you're leaving? Saria. Let me tell you something. I always thought her name was Sarah. I mean, you know, I have to admit, I think I'm like very partially dyslexic. Because like I'll look at a word and what I think it's supposed to be said like, I'll say it. And then I'll never read the word again. I'll just always see the word and pronounce it the way I thought it was. So I called her Sarah. For a long time. Until I was watching a video and then they're like, Saria online. I was like, what? And I actually read it and it's Saria. If you want to know some bad ways that I've ever like messed up words, Pikmin is where you gotta go. She gave me the ocarina. I've always actually, when I was like, I always wanted to keep this the Saria's ocarina, and I never wanted the Ocarina of Time. I don't know why. I just did. You know, you probably did too. Some of you, at least, want this one instead. I don't know why. If you got the blue one first and then got Saria's, you'd want the blue one instead. By the way, I've noticed on this scene from using cheat codes that if you use the float code, like you see how Link runs out of here? I'm gonna put an arrow. But right there, if you use the float code, Link will float up right there. He's actually just behind there. I don't know. That's just a thing I felt like telling because I know about it. Okay, I've seen tool-assisted speedruns, and the people do this weird thing where they back up and equip and unequip the stick, and they get past this owl right here. But I don't know how to do it, so we have to suffer through it. Hoot hoot! Beary-Boo, look up here. It appears that the time has finally come for you to start your adventure. How did you know about that? You will encounter many hardships ahead. This is your fate. Don't feel discouraged, even during the toughest of times. Go straight this way, and you will see Hyrule Castle. You will meet a princess there. If you are lost and don't know which way to go, look at the map. The areas you have explored will be shown on the map. Press start to enter the subscreens. Press 0R to find the menu map. On the map selection screen, you will also see a flashing dot showing you which way you're supposed to go next. Did you get all that? Yes. I don't know why you're on default no. Alright then, I'll see you around. Hoot 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 hoot. Wait, hoot 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 ho. Alright. What are you trying to say, Kapora? You trying to say I'm a hoe? What are you trying to say? Are you trying to say I'm a hoe? I'm sorry I'm doing the side flip thing, but it's just... It takes so long to walk across Hyrule Field. It's always nighttime before I get to the castle if I don't do this. So anyway, you know, what is there to talk about when you're side flipping? There's this I forgot what it's called. It's like it's some kind of Legend of Zelda spoof where he's like, I'll save the princess the only way I know how. Side hopping, and it goes, and it's really funny. Jump! No! Ah, if I'd have just walked around, I'd have made it. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I don't know what we're gonna do next time, but it'll be day. Thank you guys for watching. Share it with a friend. Thumbs up if you liked it. You know, give me a thumb. Stick it high up on the air. I'm so awkward! Later!